Welcome back to Weird Stuff in a Can. Today on Weird Stuff in a Can we've got a cheeseburger. But what's this, you say? That's in a cheeseburger box. Well, no, it's not, because it's Burger-Tastic. So yes, this is Burger-Tastic. I bought this from conserva.de. The brand is Dosen Bistro. Cheeseburger in a can. Now, you might have seen other people review cheeseburger in a can. I think Ashens did a review of the trekking burger. This is not quite the same product. This is a cheeseburger in a can from the German survivalist canned food store that I've bought from in the past, called conserva.de. I'll put a link to this product in the product description. This cost €4.79, so actually it's quite expensive for a burger. I don't know if you can hear that. There's something kind of thumping about, something solid but loose inside the can. The expiry date on this is the 16th of January 2029. 2029, that is 11 years in the future. Wow. Ingredients: 42% beef, wheat flour, water, tomato ketchup. Oh, that's interesting. Tomato paste, brandy vinegar, sugar, modified starch, salt, acidulant citric acid, thickener guar gum, and sodium alginate, natural flavour, sweetener, sodium saccharin, moisturising agent, glycerin, cheese. Cheese, that's interesting. Chester, sugar. I don't know what Chester is actually. I don't recognise that as a type of cheese, but maybe it is. So cheese, Chester, sugar, yeast, skim milk powder, butter, tomatoes, onions, rapeseed oil, salt, potato starch, polyphosphate, natural flavour, emulsifiers of sodium sterol 2-acrylate, mono and diglycerides of fatty acids, acidic emulsifiers, sodium acetate, sodium carbonate, colour, carotene, capsanthin. May contain traces of sesame. Okay, well then. I mean, it's quite nice that they made the effort to put it in a presentation box like this, isn't it? That kind of makes it a little bit more like a burger, I guess. There isn't anything on this box. There's lots of different versions of the ingredients in lots of different languages. There isn't anything on here that says how to prepare it, so whether it should be warmed up or just eaten straight out of the can. But we'll have a look at that in a moment. The only other thing is it says on here, please remove and do not eat the moisture absorber. So there we go, www.dosenburger.de. So I'll put a link to that in the video description as well. Maybe we'll have a look at that and I'll put a screenshot if it looks interesting. So yeah, no instructions on heating or cooking or anything like that. So I guess we're on our own for that. So let's open it up and have a look. Now, it is a pull tab can, but as you may know, I don't really like pull tab cans. So we're going to open this with a can opener. We're going to use the folding cutlery set can opener that I got from Banggood. And we'll have a go at that. Let's see if we can actually open this. Oh, it doesn't seem to want to go. Okay, maybe not then. No, maybe not. Okay, looks like we're gonna looks like I might have another useless can opener here. Never mind, let's open it up with a pull tab, no further ado, and we will see whether this is Burger-Tastic or Burger-rendous. A little bit of a hiss when I opened it up there. Okay, so I open it up and there is a paper wrapped something inside of there. Let's just get that lid off of there. Okay, there is a paper wrapped something. It's like greaseproof paper inside there. Let's have a smell. Oh, that's weird. Well, it smells kind of like that canned rye bread that I had. It smells very grainy. Let's pop it out of the can and have a look. Okay, so there's, oh crikey, there's a lot of that in there, isn't there? Look at that. 4 packets of moisture absorber. Wow, weird. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Let's get this out onto a plate. And there we go. So, well, it looks a bit more like a burger, I have to say, than the trekking burger that Ashens reviewed. It does actually look pretty much like a burger that's maybe been left in the sun for too long. I think that must be the cheese there. So this has presumably been pasteurised in the can after assembling it, but it's not gone completely unrecognisable. Now I think what we'll do here is I'll cut this in half, and I'm going to try eating half of it cold, and the other half I will warm up in the microwave. But there we go, there's the cross section. That does look a little bit horrific, I've got to say, and homogeneous. But let's have a smell. And again, it just smells of weird stale bread. So we'll save that half to go in the microwave to be warmed up, and I guess there's nothing for it but to take a bite of this. The meaty bit is very hard and tough. It's almost like plastic texture. Let's have a little bite. No, it's not good. The burger patty is just weirdly crumbly but hard. The bread is actually surprisingly soft for something that's been in a can for, well, probably years, and can be in a can for lots more years. Bread is surprisingly okay. The cheese, I'm struggling to place this cheese. It tastes like sort of cheese rind. Not entirely unpleasant, but the meat, the burger patty itself, it's like oddly dry, gristly, overcooked hamburger. It's a bit like, if you know, when you have a barbecue and you all sit down and have your meal, and then somebody realises there were some burgers left on the barbecue and they're dried up. They're not burnt, but they're dried up to kind of desiccated little pucks of hard meat. That's what this is like. It's not horrific flavour. I really don't think that qualifies as Burger-Tastic though. Anyway, what I think we'll do now, I'll go and plonk this in the microwave for a minute, and we'll come back and see if it's any nicer when it's warmed up. Okay, so back from the microwave. I've just put that in for 1 minute, and it has made it more pliable. Ow, too hot to touch. It hasn't improved the bread, I don't think. In fact, if anything, it's probably made the bread a little bit less edible. Ow, it's really hot. But it has made the burger patty a little bit more pliable. So as soon as that's cold enough, or cooled down enough to take a bite of, we'll give it another try. I think I'll have a bite out of this half again. So there's some sort of weird, don't know what that is in there. Is that supposed to be tomato? Yeah, oh it is. It's a slice of tomato, but it's weirdly desiccated. It's like sun-dried tomatoes, but not sun-dried. Okay, it's definitely better texture when it's warmed up, because that has made that meat patty, if that is indeed meat, more pliable. Let's have a bite of this half. Okay. So now, when it's warmed up, you could be forgiven for thinking that this is just a burger that somebody bought and left to go cold, you know, from a fast food store, and then maybe left in the back of the fridge for a couple of weeks. I don't know if that's any kind of praise. It is actually quite like a burger. It's quite like something that used to be a burger. It's still quite dry, and it lacks a bit of flavour, I think, really. So do you know what we're going to try? A little bit of hot sauce on there. Let's see if that helps. Obviously that's not part of the original presentation, that's just something I've added. That is definitely an improvement in that it offsets some of the weird old taste of the bread. Well, I guess I've nearly eaten all of that now, so it can't be that bad. So I think we'll probably stop there because I think that's probably enough of Burger-Tastic. So is this Burger-Tastic, or is it Burger Noxious, or Burger Pulsive, or Burger Palling? No, it's not. It's not dreadful. It's not actually all that nice. Shh. But it's not horrific either. I am wondering actually if I was supposed to leave it in the cardboard and warm it up in the cardboard inside the microwave to kind of, I don't know, create a moist environment or something like that for it. Perhaps that's what the intention was, but there's no instructions, so I didn't know to do that. If that's what I'm meant to do, maybe somebody will tell me that in the comments. Okay, it's the following day. This is kind of an epilogue really, because I had some more thoughts on this on the evening and the morning after eating this Burger-Tastic Dosen burger. The first thing is actually I realised that if you're following me on Instagram, the thumbnail I put on there is upside down. I shot the pack shot upside down. But if you're not following me on Instagram, perhaps you'd like to. So it's just a chance to say that really. The second thing was that I visited the website for this burger, and my gosh, the pack shots on there and the promotional shots on there are just a little bit optimistic. I'll put a few things on the screen here now and I'll compare against what the actual product looked like. But my gosh, there's a little bit of marketing stuff happening there. See what you think. The third and final thing to say was that I kind of been processing the experience of the taste in my mind and trying to compare it to something that I already know about. And I think I've hit on what it is that this reminds me of. The smell and taste of this burger reminds me of something very distinctive. Now, this might seem strange. If you've ever smelled a dog's feet, you might know what this is going to taste like. Dog's feet, a normal healthy dog that's clean, their feet have a particular aroma. It's as an aroma and smell, it's not actually necessarily unpleasant. It's just an earthy, mushroomy, slightly cheesy smell, very distinctive of dog's feet. That's what this thing smells and tastes like. It smells and tastes like dog's feet. So there we go. That's my impression of the Dosen burger. It was weird because it was not desperately unpleasant to eat, but it was just a very, very strange aroma and very weird, musty, stale, mushroomy, cheesy, old, well, dog's feet smell. So there we go. That's Burger-Tastic from conserva.de. I wouldn't say that really is Burger-Tastic. It's a bit just weird tasting and a bit kind of weirdly stale. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.